Okay. Wagwan, everybody. Lennox here from Simple 123 Trader. It is Monday, May 19th. We are live at the New York Stock Market morning session. Glad everybody can join us. Hope everybody's doing well. All right. And a good morning to all my regular attendees. Let me close out this window. Bear with me a second.
There's Peter trying to get on.
Okay, I'll get him in here in a moment. Okay. 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 I just hit wrong thing. Bear with me 1 second. I'll get him on. Okay, where are my teams? There it is. Okay, there it is. That's why I can't find them. Just bring it over. Sorry, I'm just kind of a little bit messed up here this morning, as usual. This team stuff is very challenging. Okay, here we go. All right, let me see if I can get Peter on, and we'll begin. Okay, so I did call him at first, but all right, so let me take a quick look at our calendar for today, which is the 19th.
Oh, yellow.
Today, indeed, all yellow and a few oranges. Okay, let's take a look at what's going on for tomorrow. And we have lots of red news in Canada, CAD news, CPI tomorrow in Canada. Nothing else going on. There is some FOMC meeting members speaking, but that's not red news. Okay, and just a quick go through for the week, just to see what we're coming up with here. So 3 days, again, no red news in the US. More FOMCs on Wednesday, but no red news. Interesting.
Good morning.
Finally on Thursday, perhaps, we get, yes, unemployment. So, and manufacturing PMI on Thursday as well. So finally on Thursday, we do get some red news. So it might be a bit slow. We'll see, based on the fact that there is no red news. Interesting. I'll go back to the 20th. All right, a quick look at the US dollar versus the euro US dollar. Okay, yes. Okay, something has changed on my machine. Okay, I have to find the euro US dollar. I have to split the screen. Okay.
Armin's trying to get on now.
Okay. Here's my euro US dollar here. Okay, so okay. US dollar, and I'll put euro US dollar here. There it is.
Martin, good morning.
Martin's trying to get on as well.
Yes, there he is.
Okay, good.
Good evening,
right.
Martin.
Oh, hi. Good morning. Good afternoon, George. Hi.
Martin, I sent you an email.
Oh, perfect. To mail approach, I'll check. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm looking at the US dollar on the 1 hour time frame, and we have overall weak US dollar, But in the current few hours, it's pushed back to the upside. However, it looks like a pullback to continue down is more likely for the U.S. dollar. So a little bit of strength right now, but we could see further
Yeah, it's
weakness.
getting close to parity right now.
It is at parity right now. 100.287 is what it's showing here on my screen. All right, and here's a look at the NAS. We've got about 9 minutes before the open. I'm going to go a little higher on the NAS. We're going to go up to the daily time frame. Look at the current daily bars. We have a down candle. So we opened high. We went up a little bit, created a wick, and came back down into a very large gap there on the daily. Interesting. So I've got a gap on the daily. I'm going to mark that off. So that's what we came right into. Make this a little bigger so I can see it. Yeah, okay. So that's our gap on the daily. I'm going to lock that so that it doesn't move. Okay. So that's my daily gap that we've come into. We've touched right at the midpoint of that gap as well, interestingly. So this could be a turning point back to the upside because we're in an overall uptrend on the US dollar. So basically what we've done in the last, these are the last three.
NASDAQ is an uptrend.
Yeah, the last three on an overall uptrend, but right now, today, we've been in a downward mode. But on the last three candles here, what we've done is we've opened and come down and swept the lows of the previous two candles. So there's a big sweep there. So I don't see them going down much further. And now that we have a little tail, we can see if we can catch the tail and get a ride back to the upside to take out the highs up here. So looking for something like that. Okay, so the trajectory looks like would be back to the upside. So let's go down to the 4-hour. So there's my daily gap that marked, and then I also have a 4-hour gap that we're in as well right there. So it's quite a large gap overall. So the 4 hours there. I'm going to put the 4-hour inside of the daily. Okay, so that's our 4-hour. I'm going to lock that one as well. And then I'm going to go down to the hourly. So we're inside the 4-hour, we're inside the daily. And we're pushing back to the upside right now on the NAS with a big red bar here. So is it possible for us to make it all the way back up to the top? Yeah, of course, right?
Yeah, you see that first red bar, that big red bar where you just start drawing the line from?
Mm-hmm.
I was going to sell it at that point. I was there, but I said, oh, it's too close to open time. But look at what it did. It went way down.
Yeah, we're on the hourly right now. So, yeah, we have a lot of movement
well,
there.
You'll find that's on the, oh, well, no, yeah, there won't be that one. But there's one exactly like that.
Okay, so
on the 1 minute.
On the 30-minute, we've dropped as well. 15. So are they gunning to take out the lows? Is that a possibility before we turn around? And we'll find out here, eh? So 15-minute. Okay, very choppy. You can see it's been a very, very big chop. This was similar to this move here. I caught this move last night, and then they came all the way back down, took out that low. So this could be a possible same type of move here. Okay, so I'm going to I'm on the 15-minute time frame, so I'm going to just shrink this up a little bit. And let's see if we can get our bearings. Okay, so now from this level here, I've got this drop down, cross. So it is possible that we could come down first to take out the lows. Watch for that possibility here. So I'm going to go down to the 5-minute time frame. You can see how very much choppy this is. So that looks to me like we have our 1, 2, 3 at this point. We're creating another 1, 2, 3 here, and I'm looking for them to come down and take out all these lows. That would be my trajectory. Okay, so where's 8 o'clock here? 8 o'clock is here. So I'm going to mark my 8 o'clock high. Highest point since 8 o'clock. It has been 8 o'clock. Okay. And the lowest point is right here, right in the gap. Okay. So I'm just want to mark that off since the morning. All right. So we're pushing back up in here. So let's see, is there something that I can grab onto up here before the market opens in 4 minutes? Not much up here. Let me go down to the 1 minute. Okay, on the 1 minute, we're inside a big, huge gap. And so this could be a turning back down, and there's also a gap here. This would be an inverted gap. We're right in the middle of it.
This is looking like it may be turning down before going up. We're 3 minutes to open
still
time.
going up.
3 minutes to open time, so be on the lookout for a good spike.
Okay, I like this for a sell. Oh, and I'm just too slow. Oh my word. Just like that. Oh my word. I was just about to click sell and not fast enough. Let's see if we come right back in there again. Wow. See how fast that is? 627.
You still have a chance right now.
There we go. It gave me another opportunity. That's pretty nice. Okay. So I like the sell. I'll actually put a stop on, but I might get stopped out because
you have to
I don't
be
like
careful.
to put a stop on.
You're 2 minutes to
yeah,
open
they can spike
time.
this and take me out if I put my stop here. So I'm a bit leery of putting the stop, but I also it's a tough one. Okay. I could put my stop a little higher above the candle's wick, although I don't like doing that. Okay, so I'll put a stop in. I'm going to take a risk of getting stopped out here on a spike up. We've got 2 more minutes.
Put it up a little bit higher.
I don't expect them to go through here. Then we should just be coming straight back down.
It could be turning down at this point. I'm not 100% positive of that at all.
Yeah, we're in the last minute now before the open. Just a quick look at Bitcoin before I get back to NAS. Quick look on the daily. We had quite the push up yesterday. It took advantage of those moves up, and then all of a sudden now we're coming back down. So big move down. You can see we're kind of choppy sideways here. So perhaps an opportunity to jump into Bitcoin going back up is setting up. So I'll go right down to the 1 minute. We're very choppy down there. So I'm back to the NAS here with 10 seconds to go before
like
they
we're
open.
Going up on NAS.
Okay, so I'm looking for them to drop this thing back down at the open. Let's see if I'm going to be nope. And that was the risk I took, and that did not work for me. So all right, so they wanted to go and take the liquidity up here first, which was a definite possibility. Okay, and more. Wow. So didn't think they would do that, but they did.
A few levels of liquidity, that's for sure.
So we got liquidity up here as well. Yeah, so that didn't quite work out for me.
Well, at least you had a stop in because it would have been
Yes, I
worse
put a
if you
stop in
didn't.
this time, just in case. Yeah, I don't want to go into any drawdowns. Okay, so let's see how it plays out here. So they're going up.
I got another 25 for up possibility.
Yeah, it looked like we had a 1-2, 1-2, and we could drop here for, but they've
Yeah,
come
it
back.
wants to drop.
They come all the way back up here. I'm not sure why they come all the way back up in here. There's just an order block here. Quite interesting.
Well, it's showing some signs of getting ready to drop.
They're coming back down pretty quickly here. That's my 9:30 candle. 1 minute here. Okay, so 9:30. So since we started off down here with a 1-2, and I would expect us to go up one more time, take this high. See if I'm going to be correct about that at least.
That's a distinct possibility.
Do have a gap as well. Yeah, we should take the high one more time. In the interim, let me see how Tesla opened. And they opened way down there. Wow, interesting. That's quite a drop from 350. Whew. There are speaking volumes. We were expecting Tesla to make a push to the 360s, and instead they pulled it back quite dramatically here. There's a gap down there. Come almost back to that gap, so we could see a bounce here. It looks like a fourth wave chop. They've swept that low. We could see a bounce off this gap. And Bitcoin could come and sweep the low here first before we get a push back to the upside. So one more drop to take out these lows for Bitcoin. Yeah, looking like we're going to come down one more time. Okay.
Oh, that
So
was that
NAS,
Bitcoin you were talking about. Okay.
yeah, NAS almost took out the high. Well, very close, but not quite.
Well, it still hasn't finished that.
Nope. There we go. Okay, so done what I've expected here. Gone and taken out the high.
Yeah, it just took out that high.
All right, so I'll be looking for a
Probably give
1, 2,
it
3 to turn around and
another
come
little
back down.
plunge up.
Yeah, so looking for 1, 2, 3 top now to come back.
It's
Yeah.
almost there. Just hit it.
This is our latest high. More. Okay, they took that high here as well.
Yeah, right.
And then we have a gap right above. So possible that they could come up into the gap. They could go a little higher up.
They're into it right now, I think.
There's a lot of liquidity sitting right in this pool of highs right here. So it is possible for them to come up into that and take that out, maybe come into the middle of the gap here. So quite an interesting move. It looked very much like a fourth wave type affair. But we went up quite a ways here, and then I would have. I didn't think we were even going to break this high, so I really thought we were going to come down. So interesting move here. It's always a little bit tough at the open to judge sometimes, especially when they're chop it up like this. It's very tricky, and they did a good job of making this look like we would be coming back down.
They're going for that high now.
Yeah. So we're touching that gap, and maybe a little bit more push into them. I would suspect that we would take out the equal highs over here. It'd be unusual for them to come up that high and not take those highs out. So I'll just mark a line there to just denote those. So let's see if we do in fact come up and pass this line here.
They've got about 10 more handles to go.
Yeah, not very far away here. They're coming for it.
Almost there.
That's a nice move to the upside. It's unfortunate that I did not look at it the opposite way. I was just looking at the one way. So I did not look at it for them to go up and take out the highs like they're doing.
Took it
Otherwise,
out.
nice move.
Took out that.
Yep, they took out the highs, right? And so we're right at almost at the midpoint of the gap. So we could turn around now. Let's see. We'd have to come all the way back down to this low here in order to get a change of character. So we're going up to midpoint of that gap and going higher.
Pushing now. Holy mackerel.
Interesting. We're right at. That's quite a move. That kind of destroys the structure there, because my expectation was that we would come down. 1, 2, 1, 2. So if we're not coming back, all the way back down to take out these lows, then it's more than likely that we're just going to get a retrace and a continuation. So something like that, rather than a retrace to continue down, But based on this 1, 2, 3 here, I would kind of expect this move to come and take out these lows. But they've made it look pretty convincing that we're heading up at this point. But it's a very tough one now.
They're right at point of control.
Not much going on with Tesla yet. Bitcoin made a similar move to the upside. So again, Bitcoin is also doing that same type of chop, and then to get this move to the upside. So I would be looking for them to come back down as well on Bitcoin. So for that. Here we go on the NAS now. So there's my fractal entry that I just missed. I'm gonna take a sell opportunity here on the NAS. Put my stop above the high here. I wouldn't think they'd take the high one more time, but they can certainly do that one more time. So I'm a little bit leery of putting the stop there, but just because of that fact that they could come and take the high one more time. But I'll leave it off. Yeah, they're good. They're going to take the high. It looks like they might take the high one more time here. Yeah. Okay, so it's a little sweep. So they give you that drop. It looks like, yeah, that we could go. And then they say, no, we're going to go back up and get some more. So hopefully that's it now.
Well, they're not dropping with gusto yet, so they're waiting
Not
for
yet.
some more.
Not as yet.
Still a lot of buying power.
Oh, they're going a little higher up still. Where are they going? Into this, they've got a gap up here. That's yesterday's opening gap.
They just went above point of control. So
Should be enough at this point to come back down now. Getting another fractal, so I'm going to sell another one.
If they can make a big drop, you'll get your fractal. They're still playing with us. There's still a lot more buying power in here.
Time for them to come down.
We still have a lot of buying power, though. Yeah, there's still a lot. Wow.
No, not making this easy. Oh, it took the high again. Wow. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
As I said, there was a lot more buying power.
Interesting. Okay, so my fractal didn't work at that point. They're heading up to the midpoint of the opening gap from yesterday, from yesterday's opening. That's quite a climb. So I'm in a little bit of a drawdown at this point. That's still expecting them to come back down though. So let's see here. So we're midpoint now. So that should be about as high as they go, I would think, at this point. That's quite a push up. It should be enough here for us to go back down now. Otherwise, I'm totally wrong.
More selling power now, so see how it goes. Yeah, we're starting to get some bigger selling power in here now. So the question, how high is going to push this up?
I think we're at the sweet spot area where we should turn back. Our structure is complete. So for those on YouTube, we're the 1, 2, 3 traders. We do not expect you to take any of our trades. This is all just for educational purposes. However, we are the 1, 2, 3 traders, and we are looking for a low point, a high point, and a low point. That's our 1, 2, 3. And then we look to jump in to take a ride on the 1, 2, 3. This is a beautiful 1, 2, 3 here. However, I was looking at it from a different angle and wanted to go short at the open, thinking that we could come back down pretty quickly, but they've gone straight up. So now looking for a turnaround at this point now. So I'm looking for a new 1, 2, 3 up at this level. So it could be something like this, and then we come back down. I also jump in on fractals, and fractal is just a 3 candle high or low, and swings a 3 candle swing high or swing low. So a 3 candle swing high would be high and 2 lower highs. That constitutes a swing high, and then a swing low would be a low and 2 higher lows. So looking for them to come back down here now and create a 1, 2, 3 top. This would be my low here. Don't need that
still
anymore.
more buying coming in. Now we're starting to get some more sellers. Huh?
Looking for, I'll sell some more. I'm looking for them to come down here.
I'm looking for a decent drop because there's still a lot of sellers around. I mean, buyers around.
They might be attempting another takeout of the highs. So interesting here.
Yep, they are.
Oh. But I would like to see them not do that and just continue down here.
I know there's more sellers coming in now, so it's just the stragglers are trying to gain their position before we drop it. You have a couple of double top fractals in here now.
Slowly trying to come down, but it's not convincing still.
No, it's not convincing yet because there's still practically even in the fight. But it's getting better for the down moves right now.
Looks like they could still take out the high one more time here and just not dropping it quick enough.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I just saw a bigger buy come in.
How's Tesla doing? Tesla is just dogging it sideways. So looking for Tesla to kind of roll over and continue down. That should bring the indices down. And here we come. Perhaps. Oh. Yeah, we're in the macro, 10 minutes too, and then in another 5 minutes we're into the algo. Oh.
Well, a nice down algo would be beautiful.
Yeah. Would be. It looks like they still want to go up. They're just not dropping it.
Yeah, it's amazing the kind of volume we have around. But it's sort of evening out now. It's just the last minute guys are trying to drop in. Wow, look at them push that thing up.
Yeah, looks like they want to take that high. Interesting.
Almost doesn't look like it.
Thought we were done here. Well, maybe we were trying, but it's very choppy, so they could still spike it up there one more time.
Yeah, it is spiky. But we're reaching the point where it's time to go on down. So hopefully we'll reach a point where the algal starts and just zaps it down. But I'm hoping it just doesn't make it too difficult for the algals to start.
Yeah, 3 minutes. It looks on the 30.
Amazing the strength that's left in this thing.
Okay, got a couple of minutes before. Yeah, there's just kind of sideways here. They're not really going down, not really going up. They're just a bit on the sideways. So we could see
Yeah, I don't like that
spike out through the
sideways
high.
movement.
We could see that kind of move, and then we could get our 1, 2, 3 happening here. Thought we'd get it here, but they're not doing that as yet.
I gotta take a break.
Oh, very tepid now. So for you Tesla guys, okay, so they're making a little push up. They've taken everybody out who's selling. So it looks like they want to drop it back down. Okay, we're at the algo time at 10 o'clock Eastern. So looking for them to drop it still.
I'm not seeing any algo yet.
It's very flat here, so yeah, they want to take that
There's
high.
a new high.
Yeah, they want to take that high. That's what they were. That's why they're sitting around here, not going anywhere. They wanted to take the high one more time. So now we're going into the top half of that yesterday's opening gap. So I don't see them taking the high over here, but that is possible. We've been in a relentless up, so I'm in quite the drawdown here. This is going to be a fun one to escape from today. Let's see. I wouldn't expect them to take that high, but they're looking like they want to go up there. Interesting. So I mean, I've got myself in some serious trouble here. We're at the top half of the gap. Just going to mark that to see where exactly we are. Yeah, we're gone quite a ways above the halfway point of they were looking to, oh, very interesting. I'll take another sell if I get a fractal here. And we did, so I'm going to sell it. Okay. So looking for them to come down. So my low, yeah, my change of character will be here. Where is my down candles here? Where are they?
They got a lot of buying power still left. Tick chart is turning back up.
They need to come down. It's time.
I needed to come down 30 handles at this point to get below change of character on my tick chart.
Well, they're not coming down in a hurry, so they're still not got their quota, obviously.
Yeah.
But at this point, again, we could take out the high. because we've got essentially a 1-2 here, 1-2-3 there, and we could go one more time. So it's looking like a likely scenario.
Darn close to doing that. There it did.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
And that's quite a pop.
Oh boy.
Interesting. Quite
That
an
blew it
interesting.
out of it. Wow.
Really putting me in trouble here. Wow.
That put me in trouble too.
That's an interesting move there. So that's a spike, and we don't have any news of
That's
any
a
kind.
gap up.
Yeah, interesting. Let's see what they did with Tesla. Nothing on Tesla. Tesla just swept the highs. I'm still looking for Tesla to come back down. We went up to this line here. Let's see what that is. What is that? Can't even see it. 4 hour. So when we started, I said the daily candle, we're in a wick, a tail area. I'd like to see them get into that tail to go back up. But when we come down to the lower time frame, looked like we had one more drop before they would do that. But
Yeah.
they're not doing that at all. So quite interesting. So we've come all the way back up to this line, which is high from that. They've taken out these highs here. So that's quite interesting. The move here. Was not expecting that kind of move at all. So I am in deep doo-doos here. That should complete our move now. At this point, our structure is certainly complete. This would be the fourth wave, and then our final fifth wave.
Oh,
So
it
we
could be
should come
another,
back
there's
down.
another high that's not too far away though. It's 64 candles away. I mean, handles.
If I get a fractal break here, I'll try it again. But yeah, quite interesting. So this gap, it's become an inversion on the way back down. Let's see if that happens. Tesla's still going up a little further. So it's essentially on Tesla, we've got a 1-2 here. Another 1-2, 3, 4, 5. They're going back into the opening gap. Midpoint.
Yep.
Something
Sure
like that,
are.
perhaps. Okay, so we're getting a turn here. Is that it finally, or
We've
what?
seen that. We've seen that before.
Mm-hmm. It was pretty flat, so they might go through one more time here. Okay, getting a nice move back down here. So I'm going to do a sell again.
Still a lot of
Need to break
buyers.
below this low here. Like that there. Yeah, tough trading here. No, we took out the high again. Wow. Okay, so still not coming down.
That's what it's been showing me.
Looked like that might have been it, but no, they said no, that's our structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We should have been turning here, but it's not.
Now I'm seeing a pattern that's so different from before.
Go back up again. So if I'm totally incorrect here on this, on us coming back down, which is why I've been expecting a move back down all this time, then this whole thing is a 1-2, and our 1, 2, 3, and we are not going anywhere except to take out this high, and then get something like that to continue. So that would be the, and it looks like that's what they're doing. Amazing. So putting myself in a deep, 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 deep hole here in drawdown. Fortunately, I have the account to withstand it, but it's just, yeah, better to put the stop in the first place and take the small loss at this point rather than being down in this huge drawdown expecting a turnaround. So we're coming back up into the last big gap here. There's the gap past the halfway. So they are still going. It looks likely that they might gun for those highs. Interesting. Let's see how Tesla's still pushing up into the gap. Yep, they're still climbing up midpoint of that gap. So if I mark that on Tesla, this was on Friday. So Friday they closed here, and on Sunday they opened down here. So that is the gap. Let me block this. And we're right at they came right to the midpoint of that. So they close on Friday, and then they open on Sunday or Monday morning, sorry, 9:30 this morning, open. So we're right at the midpoint of that huge gap. So if we're going to turn around, and this would be an area that we'd be looking for a turnaround. Looks like a likely scenario that we should turn around one more time. Possibly. And I say possibly because we did sweep the lows. So this could be, in effect, this kind of move here, rather than them coming back down to take out that low. But we're still expecting a pullback here. Okay, so we have another sweep. Structure is intact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sweep. So we need to sweep this low, come back in, drop. Still looking for that. So since the macro or the algo started at 10, we haven't had a huge move per se. Just been a slow climb. So it's not indicative of an algo move, but it's plodding along to the upside. Okay, can we get a change of character here now? That'll give us our first little move down here. Very tepid, George. Not much movement going on here.
No, it's definitely
Wow.
not. I'm not sure what the heck is going on at this point.
I need a breach of the low here to get a change in direction. I can get a breach of that low, which is happening almost right now. And that would be a good thing here. Yay. Okay, that's a good sign. Now we can either just come straight down, which would be the ideal, or we could get up a little bit of a pullback. If we get a pullback, I'll add another position to come down. But if we don't, that's fine. We'll just come straight down.
At least we got the change of character.
Mm-hmm. It looks like they're coming straight. That's good. So they can still pull back up. Tesla should be turning. Yes, so they Tesla right at midpoint. Now we start to turn. They have a change of character as well. So we could see a continued move down. So this is what I expected them to come back down and take out the low. But they could have done it this way, but they wanted to go up higher. And then so maybe something like that.
Yeah, I caught that run up.
That's good. You were using the mark lines to help you?
No, just
Just the 1, 2, 3?
just the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I mean, we could go another time up here. We could certainly do this and go up one more time because we do have a 1, 2, 3 here. So we could be doing that move. This is just a little fake to go down, and then they could go back up one more time. So let's see where 50% of this move is. It's right back to that gap. So if they came back up to this gap, I would sell some more. Well, very slow, very slow. This is methodical stuff.
Sure is.
Yeah, you gotta be patient. If I could hedge in here, it would have been great. I could have gone the opposite way, but I can't hedge in this account. I can hedge in my Axie account, but not in this Oanda account, or not in this account here. Okay, still looking for them to bring it down.
Yeah, I'm just looking for him to get, first of all, down to VWAP, which is it's about 48 handles down.
See how S&P's at the same point. Okay, so there are no divergences, but we are getting a 1, 2, 3 here. So it is possible for them to go and take that high again, unfortunately. That's just wickedness on their part if they do that. Possible, I say. But I do have a 1, 2, 3 here as well. So I'm just kind of looking for them to drop it here. But on the S&P, it certainly looks like they want to go back. Well, we've gotten into this gap again, the same gap on the NAS. So I'd like to see them come back down now. They haven't come up to the gap on the NASDAQ yet. Looking for them to go into the gap. That would sell another patch. This is a very mundane morning.
Sure is.
Mundane.
I was ahead until this recent move.
Wow, amazing. So Tesla slowly rolling over. Bitcoin's also just grinding. Okay, look like they want to touch into that gap, so I'm going to take another opportunity to sell some more. Looking for them to come back down. Right at midpoint there, I'll sell some more. If I'm wrong again, instead of coming down, as I'm expecting here, we would go back up to break the high, which I don't want to see happen anymore. But that's definitely a possibility. But since we had a change of character, it would seem that this move here would be the appropriate one.
Sometimes it's hard to figure out which rule they want to break.
At this point here, if I can just get back into positive, I'm good. I'm not even gonna. I'll start fresh. Just get back into positive. Not gonna look to make any profits, any big profits, anyways. Yeah, not much of an algo today. So from 10 o'clock, we've just been 10 o'clock started here. We've only gone up about 277, not very much, really. Just that little move, and that was it. So very deflated move. We had a little bit of a gap, come back through the gap, retraced. So again, still looking for them to drop it here. Look at it from the 5-minute, and they see they're looking like they want to push back up one more time to take out the highs, which is a possibility, but I'm hoping that they're done. So structure wise, we've got a 1, 2, 3 here. So drop, they chop it. You should drop again, take out this low. That will put me into positive. At this point, I would exit and we can get another pullback to continue down again. So that's kind of what I'm looking for here. A drop to take out this low. I think this would be a good sell here. We can breach these lows, we should go. They're going to take the high again. Wow, very close. Okay, so Tesla's done what I'm expecting the NAS to do, take out that low. So it's a similar pattern where we get the 1, 2, and we drop, and then they chop it, same like I just drew. So NAS is kind of stuck right here, where Tesla is saying, yeah, that's what we should be doing. We should be coming down, taking out that low. So that's what I'm expecting on the NAS, but they're just kind of dogging it a little bit here. So expecting them to come down, drop it, and take out the low. But they're not doing it as quickly as they're doing it on Tesla. That's still the expectation. Slowly getting there. Almost taking out the low. And so we expect them to go through. Gap here. So another onslaught. Another try at the lows. Take that out. Now our structure is 1, 2, 3, 4. So one more time. Wow. Amazing. Slow motion. Sorry, guys. This is
Slow motion
yeah,
today.
this is slow motion this morning. This would have been a time not to
Well, I
even
mean,
bother.
slow motion now. I mean, it
Yeah.
was fast taking me out.
Oh, this is funny. Yeah. Well, at least this way you get to see the action playing out. So, um, quite interesting. You get all this choppiness. It looked like they were planning this move down, but they said, no, we're not doing that at all. We're going up. So surprised me. So this was quite the move. This would have been a great catch going up. So at least now that we've come all the way up, we would expect a retrace of that. So this is what I'm hoping to get a reprieve here from. So from this high to this low, and back down to about 50%, which is right back at this line here. So this little gap area, that's about 50% of that move. So that's a reasonable expectation for them to come back down to that level or thereabouts.
Well, they haven't even touched the high that they made at 10 o'clock before 10, between 9:30 and 10, which is practically where VWAP is.
I was still expecting them to come down and take out this low, but they're very slow about doing it.
Yeah, that'd be nice. But they're not doing it with any enthusiasm, that's for sure.
No, not at all. So it's just, you just have to patiently wait. That's it. Excuse me. This might be it now. Made a nice 1, 2, 3 here. So should get a nice push down to take out the lows, put me back into positive here. We can really see our structure to at this point. There are 1, 2, or 3, or 4. So you're looking for them to take out the low. That would again be the expectation. So that's our structure. There's our first 1, 2, 3. This is the best one to play. Is this 1, 2, 3 here to catch that move. You can also play this one to catch this move. But there is no guarantee that they'll take this low out. We expect it, but there is no guarantee. So it's better to play this one than to play this one. We would expect them to take that low out. So if we break back above this high, then that might put us in jeopardy to take out the low. So at this point here, everything is pointing to a move to continue down. So this is a very crucial gap right here. Need to see them drop it again to take out this low and this low. Otherwise, like I say, if they take this out, then that's not good. They're enticing the longs right now. So lots of stops under here. You would think at this point here that they would have just gone straight down. We get a 1, 2. This little move, maybe a little pullback and a continuation, but they've gone back up to take out these highs here. They do a little bit of playing here. So we should still see them coming down without taking this high. Yeah, we're at 11 o'clock. Past 11 now. Wow. We're in a macro right now. Our 10 o'clock algo is complete at 11. And not much happened.
Well, completed wave 5 up, so that 5 is a 3, and we're into a nice wave 4 now on 1. No, I'm on 2 minutes, okay. 1 minute looks the same.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Tesla's still looking like they want to come down a bit more.
Should go down a lot more. I'd like to see it get below VWAP.
Well, they certainly pushed back up quite a lot here. They're taking these guys out. You don't want to see them go through this gap. Want them to drop it here now. I'm in trouble if they take this high out. Don't want to see that.
No, that would not be nice.
We could be here all day, George.
Yeah,
This is super slow. But if you ever wanted to see the pattern playing out, the chart playing out, this is it. It's very slow, methodical. So get a good idea of what it does. Let me see a big red candle coming down now. Taking out that one, so we got another change of character. Okay, so just two more to go. So I'm still not out of the woods because this could be construed as a sweep, and we could go back up again. But again, I'm still looking for them to come down one more time here and take all these guys out, these two out. So we've got one out, two left. Can we come back again, or are they going to go back up?
I couldn't even touch VWAP or the 10 o'clock high. What the heck are they trying for?
So now we're just chopping.
Yeah,
So we could come back up
that's
and
what
take that high
happens
one
when
more
you hit a
time.
wave 5.
Yeah, I don't really want to see them do that, but they can do that. So if they do this, they do come back up and take out this high, then it's okay for them to take out this high at that point. And then we could still drop. But I don't want to take out these highs, but they're equal highs, so it's likely that they might take, because there's lots of stops here, right? Lots of stops here as well, because these are equal highs too. So we could see them sneak back up there to grab these guys, and then we'll get that move down. As much as I don't want to see them do that, that's a likely scenario. Possible scenario, I should say. Oh, that could take another 15 minutes. So,
You know, there's a lot of volume on both sides right now. And, you know, it's like even Steven, but it's
yep.
a lot of people are trying to figure out what the heck is going on.
Yeah, so they did come up and take them. So all these guys have been swept out. So I don't want to see them go any higher now than about that. So otherwise I am in jeopardy again. So we need to come back down. So quite interesting here. Don't want to go much higher than that. We definitely do not want to see them take out these highs up here. That would not be good at all. But they've gone up quite a bit here, so it's a little disconcerting anyways that they've come back up this high. So this sweep might have been hit, and this is as close as they were going to come to my entry. At this point here, that was the closest they came. So I had a chance to get out with a small loss, but I didn't take it because I'm expecting them to come through and take out the low. So don't want them to take that high. That will still give us an opportunity to come down. So tempting to sell here, sell some more here. I was just going to say, I think I might, and let's see. Yeah, let's do that. Let's add some more to my cells here. So I'm kind of right in line with the lows. So I'd like to see them come down still and take them out.
Well, no, the sales are higher, right? Well, they just gave that up. They're just going back and forth on buys and sells. It's just a question who's going to win the battle.
Things still pointing to a downward trajectory here. Very tough. Good challenge here this morning. Good way to wake up. So if you're playing this, your position size is the most important thing. So we want to keep your position size really small. If you don't put a stop on, you put a small position size, you can still get out of it, but it's tough sometimes. They are still playing around. So these equal highs are looking very tempting for them. I'm hoping they do not do that and go back up there, but I think we need to drop here.
Are you ready to come down now?
Well, we're at 8:15 my 8:16 my time, so it's 11:16 Eastern. Okay, we'll go. I'm gonna go till 8:30 and call it a session. So I'll hang in here another 13 minutes. If we can see if this will play out for me here to the downside as I'm expecting. And go back up again and look at this from higher time frame. Yeah, this is a choppy.
Wave 4 right now.
It's a kind of a wave 4-ish type of movement at this point. So yeah, it's not an easy one. But at this point here, we have all these equal lows down here. So it is, this is something that they should go down and take out, and that if they're going to continue going up like that. That would be the expectation there. But they're not making it easy.
Not making it easy is right.
Look like they're gunning for these highs again. Wow. They want to knock out the last bit of sellers here. So wasn't really expecting that to occur. So all my expectations have been blown out of the water.
Either. I mean, my signals are just in such a mishmash that I wouldn't even venture a guess.
They just tied it. They didn't go through. Interesting. 360.6.
Yeah, it is interesting, isn't it?
60. Oh, they did go. Actually, it went through by 2 ticks. By 2 ticks, they went through. So that might be enough there, which is a bit odd behavior, but.
Let me see. What do I have? 435. No, it's equal on mine.
Yeah, they went through on mine by 0.2.
So that's 25 cents.
0.6 here and 0.4 here.
Well, maybe I'm speaking too soon. It's interesting, the 10 o'clock high between 9:30 and 10 o'clock is equal to VWAP right now. Yeah, it looks like it wants to take it out. Hard to say, but oh, there's a good sign. Can you keep going down?
Tesla going. Yeah, Tesla slowly going down.
Yeah, there's a good bump. Oh, keep it up. Don't give it up. This is the thing, there's slightly more buys than sellers, but it keeps flipping itself back and forth. This is the best move yet. We're starting to show some progress here.
Well, we've got a 1, 2, 3 top. And so that should propel us down. Looks like they're just going to, if we do make it down there, we're just going to squeak through into this gap.
Right now, there's more sellers than buyers, but not by a heck of a lot. Let's see what happened now. Nope, they're still there. Okay, they sold some more, so it went up.
We've got 6 more minutes before 11:30.
Still even, pretty much even on buyers and sellers. This
And a
might
solid,
be by the end of the day that it'll get below this thing.
no, we want to see them do it in the next 5 minutes here, George. Just straight down moves here. The buyers are trying, but they're not going to win this one.
Yeah, don't know.
If we're going to continue going up, they're going to come down first and take these guys out. So I mean, that would be the logical move.
Yeah, but I mean, there's still in this wave 4.
So we would
That's the
expect them to
question, where
take
do you
these
think
guys
it's
out.
going to break on the wave 4?
I had a better time of this last night. I was late there trading this and much smoother, nice movements.
Yeah, sometimes that nighttime movement is really nice
Hmm.
and even. It takes longer, but it doesn't get quite as erratic.
Okay, a couple more minutes and we'll call it a morning session and lesson learned. Monday mornings can be like this. We've known this in the past, but sometimes they're dynamic, but no red news. And again, we have no red news till Thursday, so it might be a week, the first few days like this, where it's kind of tepid. So hopefully the afternoon picks up a little bit more so than this has been.
Be nice to get some good activity.
Tesla just going down. So Tesla did, like I say, exactly what I expected the NAS to be doing. But see how S&P looks. S&P is slowly getting down there as well. So S&P's got a lot of buyers still sitting down here. So you're not going to be able to see me get out of this mess that I'm in here, but getting close. So once we get below those lows, that should put me into positive and I'll be out of this mess. So for those on YouTube, again, this is all just for educational purposes. Don't do this at home. It's not healthy. Thanks for dropping in and watching. Give us a like and do subscribe to the channel. We have much better days than this, that's for sure. This is one of those nasty ones, but it's never always going to be smooth and easy. So, all right, gentlemen,
Take care now, Lennox.
everybody have a
Thank
good
you.
rest of the day.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
See you
problem.
tomorrow.
Peter,
Thanks,
yeah, Armin, thanks,
Au revoir.
guys.
Au revoir.
Have a good rest of the day. Take
God
care.
bless.
Yes, sir. Take care, everybody.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.
Bye now.